Welcome to Accuracy Third. I'm D-Day.
I'm Beth.
I appear to be Rex.
And today on the podcast, we also have
Doosh Doosh.
Doosh Doosh.
I considered using a fake name so I could tell more rambunctious stories, since so many people at unSCruz know us now.
As opposed to your Christian name, Doosh Doosh.
Freya, who I met at the event this year, she was able to memorize my full legal name and very, very close to my entire social security number. And I told her if she got it right, I'd tell her. She was only 2 digits off.
She was real close. You could see on Doosh Doosh's face
fear.
how uncomfortable he was that she remembered most of the numbers, but she was also giving him an extra number because she's British.
Very close to British Belgian, which I think is French, but she was only
British
transposing 2. And I was like, you're amazingly close, and I'm just not going to tell you which.
I'm glad that you don't know what this number is for.
Belgian is only French unless it's Flemish, and if you're wrong, you're really, really wrong.
In Belgium, you just can have health care. You don't need to give them your identifying number.
Right? I was like, what are you going to do with it?
Yeah. File my taxes for me?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess they could take out a loan.
If she could afford to come this far, I think she's probably doing fine.
Why would she want to take out an American loan? She's Belgian.
So today on the podcast, we are talking about the second regional I've ever been to, unSCruz.
Yay.
The first time I've ever been to the Santa Cruz regional, fully the 8th or 9th time I've been to Santa Cruz. Maybe the 15th time I've been through Santa Cruz without stopping.
It's a bad way to drive going anywhere.
I do wonder where you were, because unSCruz is 8 minutes outside of Hollister, which is a mere 45 minutes away from unSCruz, from Santa Cruz.
From Santa Cruz?
Yeah.
Well, who's to say?
Is it in the woods?
It feels real in the woodsy.
Yeah.
The actual campsite location, which is like the Santa Bonita campground or some shit like that, it is in a very similar location as Soak is.
You're in a box canyon. It also has quite a lot of built-in infrastructure, so an actual porcelain toilets throughout.
Wow, you can use actual toilets and showers?
There
Not
are
quite actual we couldn't use the actual showers. There were signs that were talking about actual showers inside, but that's not where staff showered.
Showers inside. Not for you.
There were snakes. We found snakes.
Little garter snakes?
Little garter snakes.
Aw.
It's a very cool facility. It's, I think, intended to be a rodeo and or do you want to sell your steer?
It's definitely intended to be a rodeo because of all the rodeo signs.
Oh, gotcha.
The animal pens. Some of which
are where we slept.
Yeah, didn't tell you that. So I pull up into the only gate that is open at this fairground / rodeo emporium. And I pull into the parking lot, and there are definitely burners milling around. And I figure there'll be a sign that's hey, douchebag, come in here and you'll get your QR code scanned. But there isn't.
No.
So I just do a slow circuit of the parking lot, and then I start my second circuit of the parking lot, and there's a guy there, and I'm just like, hey, do you know where we get our tickets scanned? And he just turns and looks at me and then turns away. It's just okay,
All right.
you're in charge of nothing.
So you met DPW. Dude.
So I go around the parking lot again, trying to see a place where obviously there will be some sort of a gate set up, and there isn't. So on my third circuit of the parking lot, this nice woman comes up to me and just goes, hey, are you guys looking to check in? It's do we check in with you? And she's like, no. You just looked like you needed to know.
That is the key, is look desperate enough. Sooner or later, somebody will, hey, bud.
Is it just
You doing okay?
Santa Cruz is so hippie that they don't even have gate? They just sort of have some people being that's in there.
They have Playa Info, which is your all administrative services need.
Which is where you pick up your embroidered Coleman cooler.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Your little personal Coleman, of which we all got one with an event sticker and an event patch. Boom, right out the gate.
A cooler.
And
a cooler. Hell of a swag bag.
A pink long sleeve unSCruz Absurdia t-shirt.
Wait, I'm so jealous. Mine is black.
Yeah, but mine is a glorious, almost fuchsia shade of pink.
Yeah, they clocked you. They had your number.
I thought it was very thoughtful. It came with Narcan and
2 Narcans in one box.
oh.
Yeah.
Wow, then you really do have the look then. 'Cause I only got one.
Yeah.
That's very thoughtful of them to not want anyone to die.
They watched him drive in three
circles.
circles and said, you know what, just toss an extra
give that
one in
guy
there.
some more opiates. Or deopiates? Dope.
But then once we had gotten
Dope
D-Day
inhibitors?
checked in, I took him to our horse stable where we were assigned.
You guys,
Did you feed him a carrot?
So I was at the point where, like, if somebody didn't tell me how to check in or where to go, you could see, like, the event kind of spreading out to the right. I was just going to go past this building and slowly, like, start driving and shouting as I do. And I would have driven, like, exactly the opposite direction of where I
where you-
needed to go.
Yeah. Where the event is and where we are, nary the twain shall meet. And we were in the most accessible staff camp there was, because there was one that was dramatically more frightening to walk to. But
You
that's
walk
also
like through the entire event and you get to a garage, which all of the 3 garages are closed, but there is an eye wash station and an emergency chemical shower.
Wait, there's
right
an
outside
ayahuasca station?
and if you've gotten to the dirty pile of pallets and the hazardous waste shed, you've almost made it to ranger and staff camp.
Yeah. Now you just have to go down the dirt path and under the dark overpass.
Under the toll road.
Yeah. Pay the troll to safely navigate that area, and then up and over a hill and around a bunch of campsites to the left is a 3-shower trailer and a super high, really methed out guy who wants to give you hugs while you're changing.
oh, pleasant.
So you really had that Santa Cruz experience.
We truly did. We truly did.
Was there a banana slug at any point?
I did not see any banana slug.
No, me
I
neither.
saw some pretty gnarly loogies.
My apologies.
So the Rangers had the shittiest camp?
Rangers and staff is how the sign identified it. And I thought that was truly representative of Rangers, that they needed that identified. Like, oh, it's staff. No, but I'm a Ranger. Yes, you also sleep here.
I'm not
Ranger.
working. I'm overseeing. But we were asked a couple weeks before the event if we wanted to camp with the greater staff camp, or if we wanted to camp with the commissary team, who would be like 20 feet away from the commissary where we were working. And I was like, well, that's a no-brainer. I want to camp with my team.
I want to camp with my team.
I want to be as close to my job as possible because I don't actually know when my shift is.
Right. Which is, it's important to remember, while unSCruz is an excellent several thousand person regional, it is very small.
Yeah.
And you are never more than a 5-minute
Walk away
truly
from the far end of
from
the camp.
anything.
Yeah.
Which will be important to remember next year when they consider where they put the 3 loudest things on the entire event, and if they're going to put staff people in the geographic nexus of them.
Let's start off with our gripes of Santa Cruz.
I love it. Yeah, it was good, but let's just bitch about it for a
Okay,
while.
so we get there and we are in a livestock pen. That is where we set up our tents.
Is it all of commissaries in the livestock pen?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, given how full of vampires Santa Cruz is, that's appropriate.
A few looked at it and were like, I'll go to Gen Pop, thanks.
It didn't smell like manure or anything, thankfully.
But there was visible horse manure in
But
it.
it's old and dry and didn't smell like it anymore.
That's
We don't know the
basically
last
dirt.
time it rained down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just making sure that you've got campfire fuel.
So we have an overhang above us, a roof, I suppose.
We have a
that's called.
canopy. We have walls around us.
Well, we have cage around us.
Wait, so it's indoors?
No.
No, it is a literal animal corral.
Right. But it has a roof.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, you don't want your prize steer getting rained on, do you? That'd be weird.
Wet cow.
And I will say,
Boiled beef.
This is my third unSCruz, and the 2 others were very wet and very cold. So while I was setting up in this thing, I was like, this is amazing. I love this canopy. Big fan of the canopy. And like walls or fencing around it. I'm not opposed to that.
Canopy, not the problem.
What is it? The cage around you? That's a problem?
No. The first problem showed up soon after I showed up, which was a bunch of hippies with tree branches.
Tree branches.
Like dozens of tree branches.
Why?
Because they made themselves like a dome out of tree branches.
The problem was that they made art.
So this dome they created in situ with untrimmed, unplanned for branches of tree, which they bent up into a dome, and like as they screwed and tied them together, they would cut the ends off with a chainsaw.
Yeah.
Wait.
Inside of your corral?
No. Just like 30 feet away from the corral.
15 feet. Yeah.
Were they planning to inhabit the dome?
Oh,
no.
We'll get there. Well, once the dome was created, they planned, and then in fact did, dance around it to create like a nature temple.
It was like a silent meditation temple.
But it was holy at that point. So they had
Post chainsaw.
It became a holy site that was full of chimes and a gong.
A gong. Famously silent instrument.
Which wouldn't be a problem if it was a gong that they put away at a reasonable hour when people went to bed. Or if the biggest quote unquote dance camp at the event wasn't
facing us.
Not just facing us, but like 100 yards away from this dome, 15 feet away from us, which is between that dance party and the entire rest of the event.
Yeah.
So whenever anyone's leaving the dance party, they have the opportunity to walk past a gong and decide whether to hit it or not.
Yeah.
And everyone hit the gong.
Everybody.
Just waking up in the middle of the night with gong.
Oh,
Not
there's
just
no
with the
going to
sound of it,
sleep.
but like the force of gong moving throughout your torso is what actually wakes you up. And every once in a while, people are just hanging out in our little paddock, apropos of nothing, just shouting, gong!
Gong. Yeah, you would hear people depart the late night party coming down the hill, and you're like, I know where this is headed.
Oh, look, there's a gong!
There's a gong. And it was a lot. And every morning they would come back and they would re-sanctify their space and like set up the gong that we may or may not have laid down.
Yeah,
every
I was
night.
like, that sounds like a gone.
It was
to me.
Yeah.
Well, Doosh Doosh took care of that at one point.
Yeah.
In a respectful way.
It was like 3.5-ish days, and this gentleman here had gotten like fully 2.5 hours of sleep.
Which is what you want the person who cooks breakfast for the entire staff to be running on, is fractions of like hours of consciousness.
I mean, that's what I expect.
Yeah, well, and
That's why I
after
never
rolling
take
around
hash browns.
in
It is just
old
eggs
cow
and potatoes. So those are 2 out of the 3 placement issues with where we were camping.
Gotcha. Very
On the
loud.
other side of us,
Super obnoxious.
like 150 feet away, was Mariposa. Are you familiar with Mariposa?
I mean, is it the butterfly with the swing?
Yes.
It used to be a butterfly. This
Now
year
it is
it's
a manta ray.
Oh, cute.
Not really.
Not really.
No.
I mean, I don't find it
When
that
it's-
visually
Manta
interesting to
rays
begin
flap?
Yes.
This one
yes.
does.
When they do,
I thought that
and
they furled. They like kind of.
Well, I mean, so do birds if you slow down the video.
I will say when Mariposa is on open playa, totally acceptable piece of art.
Fine.
You can go past it. It's very visually compelling as you bike past it at
As
5
you
miles
choose
an
not
hour.
to go to it.
Like, so it lights up with music, right?
Oh, let's
No.
talk about the music, Beth.
So
Let's talk about the hits of the 60s, 70s, and not today.
Oh my God.
They played no more than 100-song loop.
Oh, 100? Are you kidding? No more than a 5-song
Well,
loop.
no, because
What was-
every once in a while they would put some classical music in there, but they would play Pink Floyd's The Wall.
Yeah, it's
in
a laser
its
light show. You have
entirety
to do Pink Floyd.
every night.
Yeah.
Like they did not play a song that wasn't a top 40 song from like the classic rock
the
station.
1980s, yeah.
when they weren't playing just classical music.
I mean, it's better than the Nutcracker.
Guess which one Queen song they were playing?
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Several times a night, Bohemian Rhapsody.
It's not The Prophet.
So every single
Much
song
better song from Night at the Opera.
is every night is the same songs.
Yes.
Beth, you're cruise people, right?
Cruise?
Yeah, you go on cruises.
My parents were cruise people, and I did in fact go on cruises. I have not been on a cruise
what a
since I was
long
19.
way to say yes.
My parents are still cruise people, and I disavowed going on cruises like 5 years ago. And every year they go on a cruise, and my mom tries to convince me again. And this year she was just like, "We're not going on a cruise this year." And I was like, "Oh, great." She's like, "Are you interested in going on a river cruise?" And I was like, "You realize a river cruise is a cruise."
Yeah.
Like, my issue is with what we're doing and how wasteful it is and how abusive it is to the people that work on it. Doesn't matter if it's in the Caribbean or on the Mississippi.
Look, sometimes a subcategory is a different thing than the category. It's a
Oh, yeah,
sub
I'll
of-
go cruising.
Like if I say, "Hey, check out my new shoes," and what I'm wearing is tap shoes, you're gonna be like, "Dude, those are tap shoes."
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Do some hard shoe for me.
Heel toe.
Just in thousands of years of music being made, they were like, "Don't worry, we've got it. These are the 5 songs we need."
That seems so like lazy. Like you gotta
considering
light
how many tens of thousands of hours of songs that exist
Right.
that you can download onto a 512 gig thumb drive.
yeah.
Here's
Yeah.
the thing, though. Every time they put a new song in, they have to resequence the
Horseshit.
entire LED array. Because if you just like play your sequence for the wall to,
There's no.
Like,
I don't
I don't think
Mariposa
I don't think it's sequenced
colors.
to the music.
It does
I think
of course
there was
it is.
I
It
do
must
not,
be.
Well, not for fucking unscrews. It wasn't. It looked like it was left to right, front to back, and inside out and outside in.
Yeah, and rainbows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
but the
constant
movement
rainbows.
of-
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
No, I've watched Mariposa before, and I'm like, that's not moving to the music. That's just moving.
Well,
which is-
you mean the lighting itself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
and
it's not
people
one of
would
the-
fucking lay under it during the day.
morons. Of the hippie traps, it's not a very good one. There's the ones that are really programmed. My favorite one is the one that lurches towards you.
I
The
believe
one
that's the
on
same
the
people.
variable reach lift.
Yeah.
I believe that's the same people that designed it.
Yeah.
That
Isn't that
one is
Mariposa?
totally programmed. No,
I don't know.
Mariposa's a butterfly with a swing on it. That
Well,
flaps.
manta ray.
Manta ray with a swing on it.
Yeah,
that flaps.
but it has
You
also
swing
been
on
about
you
it.
swing on a picnic bench, and the action of you swinging on the picnic,
Picnic
bench.
bench moves the wings.
So
I
again,
was thinking of
out in
the one-
There's the flower one, which is on the crane.
right that moves.
And that is very much sequenced to the music.
I thought they
and I
had
still hate
turned
the
that
music.
into a butterfly and called it Mariposa. I was
No.
confused.
No, the lurchy one.
Firmament.
The lurchy one that
Begonia,
says,
if you will.
it says, "This is perfectly safe" before it lurches towards you. It's so good. I love that one.
And I do really like Firmament. It is
Firmament's pretty.
Firmament is like an actual iteration beyond Cubitron. Here is Cubitron that is beautiful, suspended above your head, and every once in a while, like, it seems like it drops 7 feet toward you.
Oh man, they had the coolest tripper trap thing at the 420 party at HQ. Something I had never seen before. It was a live camera pointed out at the hallway, run through some sort of processor, so it interpolated the image into big patches of psychedelic color, which, it's fine. But the cool thing was they had these glasses that had diffraction gratings in them that were parallel to each other, but they were offset by like a few nanometers. So each eye got a slightly different piece of color information. So the color patches just jumped into 3D. Like when you look at them straight, there's no 3D stuff happening. It's not like differentiated at all. It's all in the glasses. And if you like close each eye, it looks no
Completely,
different.
yeah.
It's just the same thing, but when you've got both of them open, it just 3D out of nowhere. It's so cool.
So talking about a tripper trap that I've never seen before. There was one at unSCruz. The second night that I hung out around it, I met the artist. His name is Joe. He has emailed us already.
Yay.
I've emailed him back. He has not responded for an interview yet. But what he did, and I'll show the both of you at the same time.
Was this the discs?
Yeah. So there are 5 discs that are clear acrylic or something like that, set up perpendicular to the ground, and like each one is 5 feet back from the other one. So the first time we saw this thing, we came at it head on, and we saw an infinity symbol that was just looping like 4 or 5 feet above the ground. And as you move closer to it, each one of the planes of this acrylic sort of digital screen is only showing like a part of the tracking loops of the infinity symbol.
That looks really cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Looking at it, I was completely unable to figure out
What was going on?
Right. I thought that maybe these were of the insanely expensive transparent LED screens that have started to come out. Not the case. It is 5 4-bladed LED fans that are spinning so quickly you can never see like where the blade is. Even when the lights are going, like they're trailing so quickly around. It's kind of the same way that the Nintendo Virtual Boy glasses worked. Like it is a single filament of LEDs that are spinning so quickly you can see right through it into the next one. And apparently this dude is a good engineer, but not a good programmer. But he told Claude what it is that he built, and Claude made all of these visual sequences for him. Which is literally the first good thing I have heard that Claude has done.
Okay.
Besides erasing companies' entire data.
8 minutes until they did that. So maybe if you're a part of Mariposa, if you're listening, go to Claude and say, hey, Claude, can you write a 100-song list for me? Or say,
I'm going to play only one track from Creedence. Figure out which one and give me a pattern.
I've got 168 hours to fill. Could you write me a playlist?
That is wild that they just, because you would think that there'd be people being like, oh, I want to throw my songs I like onto it.
The thumb drive in the stereo in my car has like 2.5 weeks of music on it.
I know, it's upsetting to have to listen to Bohemian Rhapsody more than once in a week.
It's a great song.
It's a
Great track once.
Yeah.
Several times at night while I'm sleeping, I hear gababoosh, gababoosh. I'm just like, oh, you fucking...
But then,
Gong!
I gotta go. I gotta go to the bathroom and then jump into a meeting.
Okay. We'll keep talking about gongs.
Yeah, have fun with rest of interview.
Gong!
Gong.
Gong!
Gong.
And everyone hit the gong. Gong!
Gong. So a piece of art I really did like was in the main alley. It was a dumpster. And it was an art dumpster, not a literal dumpster.
Uh-huh.
And you could get into it. It had raccoons all around it. Art raccoons, not literal raccoons. But overnight, somebody did what you should do to dumpsters and tagged it with one of the coolest raccoon tags I've ever seen. And I was walking around the next few days when I was conscious from all the gonging, talking about how much I liked it. And I met the person who did it. And that's one of the things I really do appreciate about regionals is like
you will run into
you just run into the people, which makes it hard to talk shit while you're there.
Yeah, you can't be. Did you
Gotta disagree on that.
This is
That's the big dumpster that was at the trash fest
last year. I loved this dumpster. I like this pigeon too.
Beth, there was so much pigeon art there.
Really?
Pigeons are making a comeback.
Oh yeah, it's about time.
Yeah, I have more pigeons for you that I took. Okay, that was a very good art.
Made much better by the tagging. When it was a dumpster, it's like, sure, this is a dumpster. But then when somebody threw up the raccoon and then the next night there was some like legit people dropping their like sign tags on it, I was like, okay, now this
it really feels
this
like
is a dumpster.
Yeah.
I didn't take part in it. Doosh Doosh did. But there was an incredibly extensive tricycle race. That was set up at the event. I sent Beth pictures of Doosh Doosh.
Why didn't you do the tricycle race?
Because I was cooking and I'm at a Burning Man event, so like I'm not pooping that great, and it doesn't seem like I need to be like pedaling my feet that much. But like it was pretty much an entire city block.
It's cool.
Of a
it's
path
really cool.
Back and forth with different barriers set up. And like sometimes there were kids down in the race with pool noodles hitting people as they went by.
The Trike Track is a recurring piece of art at unSCruz, and it's a very, very cool one.
Yeah. Do they hold formal races, or is it just like, come get on a...
I'm pretty sure...
It's races like all through the day, every like 5 or 6 minutes.
Yeah. And
once people have done a couple loops.
I'm pretty sure anybody can pick up the microphone to be the commentator on it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I know.
Fair.
Ooh, there's water features.
Yes.
There's water features. There's hills and bumps. It is one of the places where parents drop off their kids for a while during the day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know where else they drop them off? The Gong.
Yep.
Oh, fuck me.
So we
like
were
right when they wake up and they're a little bit too loud to be in their own camp. You take them to this sacred space full of percussion instruments. And you just let them go to town.
Were there a lot of kids? Is it?
quite a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a slightly kidsier event than Soak.
Yeah.
But like a lower quality of burner child, in my opinion. I think the burner children at Soak, like they were already feral. They know what to do at a burn.
Oh, yeah.
They run around and they fuck with you and they steal your bike and stuff.
These ones are all Montessori youths.
My favorite thing that I saw at the tricycle race, the first time I really saw it operating, I saw Doosh Doosh, and he tricycled his way through half of the course and then backed up so he could get off and talk to the DJ about what the DJ was playing. But the second race I saw was like this 6 or 7 year old kid who off the starting line pedaled as fast as he could for about 20 feet and then jumped off the tricycle and just sprinted his way through the rest of it.
Yeah, it turns out trikes are
like, fuck using this machine. Like, I'm just going through it.
Yeah.
That was awesome. I really enjoyed that.
Do people get hurt?
Not that I saw.
So we did ask Kurt Russell, and he said that there was very few injuries of like note.
Right. So it's like people aren't smashing their teeth out. They're
No,
like
but-
skinning a knee or something.
I mean, in the realm of art we liked, Kurt Russell was there.
Yeah.
Kurt Russell?
Like imagine a really handsome blonde firefighter.
Mm-hmm.
Now give him Kurt Russell's mustache.
Same eyes, same mustache,
Same chin and jaw.
Was he already named Kurt Russell when you met him?
same boyish charm.
He knew that he had Kurt Russell's mustache on.
He
He
was
really liked hearing it from us.
he was formally part of the event in that he is a firefighter and EMT. And I did ask him, did the mustache come first or the career?
I don't know if I'm okay with handsome, jovial firefighters, EMTs. That's you got to at least be a scumbag.
What if they're
Russell's.
real sexy?
Yeah. Think of Kurt Russell a la Tombstone. Like, and then imagine that you're Doc Holliday and like you want to swing your gun around a little. Like
Tombstone, not that good.
Okay.
We just revisited it. It's not that good.
Better than The Quick and the Dead.
This podcast is over.
So one of your favorite pieces of art was this guy's mustache.
Physical art.
Yeah.
Physical art. Yeah.
Fair.
I was complimenting this gentleman's mustache, and he pointed out that my mustache was pretty healthy as well. And like it was the first time I've ever had a mustache conversation with someone where I have also had a mustache.
Oh, look at you.
So I got to talk about like what a freshie I've got on my upper lip.
Yeah. Do you guys just rub your mustaches together?
No,
This was.
But if he wanted to, I would have. like he's my queer concession at this point, I guess.
He was cool, but I don't think he was that cool.
Not mustache rubbing cool?
No.
But what if he was like, it's okay to pet it? Would you do it?
Oh, absolutely.
Hands down.
Yeah.
Hands up.
Oh, it's D-Day and I were not the barrier in that mustache petting equation.
Yeah. I thought it was just going to be Prince. But like now that Prince is gone, it's this Kurt Russell looking motherfucker.
Yeah, it happens. Handsome, competent men with mustaches.
Another piece of art that I really liked was the Bounce art car. So they did daytime music, which was not always my kind of music, but it was very fun, energetic music during the day.
It wasn't Bohemian Rhapsody.
Not Bohemian Rhapsody, not a single time. But at night, big fan. They would do silent discos. Now,
Seems like a thing to put right next to a staff camp.
Yeah, a
Right.
silent disco would be great.
big fan. So I did ask them if you can ask placement next year
To be
to be right,
right next to our
us.
pin.
Yeah, if your truck could be our back wall.
Or, there's a lot of pens there. Put us 2 or 3 pens back.
Did the amount of like actual infrastructure does it make it feel less Burning Man-ish?
No, because
really.
it can be incredibly confusing to navigate the space that is not that confusing.
Like you can get lost even though it's not that big.
Yeah, going from the rodeo corral, which is where all of the fire art and bigger art cars kind of live, getting
A lot of exits.
and none of them are in the same direction. Just
Each one in a different direction.
Yeah, and some are pointing like back
camps.
into these, not just into camps, but like into entirely camp areas, which people have put enough lights up on their tents and things like that.
It looks like it's a place
that
to go
maybe
hang
you
out.
should
Right.
walk that way.
But it turns out that like in the avenues at unSCruz, there is nothing going on ever.
So they're just living space.
It
Right.
is
And they all have some sort of frontage or like common area that looks like at some point it's an operation, but it's never an operation when you're there.
Yeah.
right.
Everyone was out partying like after the cat burn on Saturday night.
Cat bird?
The cat explosion.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a second. But like once again, it was like, well, tonight's the night to go like back into the avenues because you walk through this event like you can do it
Back and
3
forth.
times in an hour. Walk
Back and
through
forth.
the entire 3 roads of it. And every once in a while, it's just like, well, there's this other road going off into the avenues. Like people usually have a bar or something
Right?
cool
Maybe
back
Truly,
there's
there
just
must
some
be
folks
something.
hanging out.
there.
We
Right,
can, like-
not staffed.
Yeah.
At one point, we were back there at night, and I was shouting friendship, and this dude was just like, friendship, yeah, come be
Friendship.
a friend. But that was just
man
some
was
dude in a tent, not someone hanging out.
Gotcha.
And like the 3 of
had
us
to-
weren't about to hang out with him in his tent. We hadn't
Friendship,
seen
but
his
not
mustache
that kind.
yet.
Yeah.
Hey, friendship, show us the mustache, huh? Yeah, it is very much centralized around one main avenue down the sort of center run that leads you from Gen Pop, which is pretty quiet all of the time, up into the series of buildings that can be incredibly confusing. And when you get dumped out of those, you find a gong and you keep walking till you get to Queen.
So if you can do a loop in like, what are you saying, like 15 minutes?
You could do a loop where
If you're
you
speed
stop,
walking.
where you stopped at a camp. If you visited one of the camps that is open, you could still get from one end to the other in 15 minutes
Gotcha.
easily.
So what is like, that was one of the things that I felt about Soak was just like you end up just walking around in circles a bunch and like finding the thing that is happening.
There were more people doing more things that were more participatory than Soak. Like there was a lot of like little art structures at Soak, and there were a lot of bars at Soak. But there were a lot of people who had different like weird games and fortune telling and other like interactive situations at unSCruz. No beans though.
No beans.
No beans.
I really think that unSCruz can be taken to the next level if we get in touch with beans.
Yeah, and make a
we
bean
bring
pool.
down like a couple tons of beans to
bean
unSCruz
pool.
next year.
What about Mousetrap Jenga?
There was Mousetrap Jenga going.
There was really tall a Jenga-ish thing happening where they would have people stack up milk crates as they were belaying them up into the air.
Yeah.
Seeing how many milk crates you could stack on each other before you knocked them down by mistake.
Yeah.
Did were ladders involved?
No, you're climbing and stacking the milk crates one by one.
You're climbing up milk crates.
Well, we weren't.
We
were
weren't.
pretty high all
I'm
the
39 years old.
but one might.
One could. Somebody that was one of the fellow commissary folks got 16 milk crates high.
Like
I was not measuring my highness in milk crates, but he was 16 milk crates high.
that's too high on milk crates.
He's from Santa Cruz. I'm pretty sure he's like a granola hippie.
Yeah, he can.
He's used to climbing milk crates. Let's just leave it.
The man knew his way around a milk crate. Yeah, like their outside parties were very much from like 11 a.m. to about 4 p.m. And then there was a lag when everybody would go and put their kids to bed. And then everybody would just sort of slowly move towards the indoor parties that would go.
There was also a really big community space near us, like kind of underneath the commissary and next to the tricycle race, which was like just a big rave area.
Oh,
with a
the
DJ
Luna
inside
stage.
and some cuddle spaces. The Luna stage.
The Luna stage.
So you like indoor parties at night?
Yeah, so that, I mean, like many places, they have noise ordinances. So Luna and Snarkle Farkle are the two indoor spaces that are allowed to go past 10 p.m. with amplified music. And Snarkle Farkle is apparently allowed to go till 6 a.m. with amplified music at some point.
But that manta ray, that can be amplified music all night long.
I think they understood that like anybody that would be compelled by the manta ray was going to be in bed by about midnight.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think it technically closed so much as like people stopped swinging it, which is I think how it's powered. Also, that was right next to family camp. So too were we. And I don't like to give away all my secrets, but family camp, excellent porta potties. Excellent porta potties. They all smelled good. They were all pristine every time. And if you went there in the morning, you would listen to a little kid learn how to wipe their butt. And it's great if you haven't slept, like, oh, that's true. Don't go front to back. Okay, yeah. Like, you know, you can't talk back to them.
Towards your balls. Bring it down towards the bowl, boy. Watch out for them mud flaps.
We were chastised for peeing on not our and not occupied, but we were chastised for peeing onto some of the stables once. It's like, this is what these are designed for.
Yeah, they take a lot more pee.
There's
than
only
this.
3,000 of us, and there's only like 15 of us peeing in these stables. We're fine.
And this is truly what they were engineered to have done to them.
You telling me I'm on fewer hormones than those steer?
With it being so small, did you find that there were people you were sick of?
Yeah, I'm sitting next to one of them. I mean, of course, there's always people you're going to be irritated with.
Well, there's always going to be people you're going to be irritated with.
Yeah, people talk, and then I have to listen to them. But I think for the most part, it is just like, at least the people we end up engaging with are people that are doing something. And talking to people
move
that are
away from us if they don't want to.
if they don't
with
understand
the jackassery that like we're shouting,
but like
because we're shouting.
if you're sitting in a bar at unSCruz talking about your art car, you are likely to attract another person who's made one, and then it's actually really compelling to sit and
Because
chat.
there's like 39 art cars.
It's a huge amount of
We
art cars
talked
for
to
how small it
DMV.
is.
They're one of the only places with beer.
Oh, I outed the porta potties. You can't out the beer.
There was almost no beer.
Yeah,
Like the bars didn't carry beer?
the bars all
One of
did
them.
cocktails.
One of them had beer, which we found the last night.
DMV
And
always has beer for
DMV
you.
always had a cooler of beer. Thank you, Chef Juke.
Oh, you were hanging out with Chef Juke?
No, but we did drink his beer.
Ah.
Thank you, Chef Juke, for keeping the culture of beer alive.
So, but they have all these art cars, but it's not like they're driving around, are they?
They're driving
There are
around.
quite a few small art cars, so like my art car sized, and they're doing laps basically, just giving people rides.
Yeah. So they are actually running. I was just sort
Yeah.
of picturing them all in a big.
And
like,
then
There's a
stable.
lot more golf carts, it seems, going a lot faster than
Very-
the mutant vehicles there that are more few and are going slower.
very big Hyrox security presence for 3,000 people.
unpleasant.
Unnecessary.
Yeah. In Santa Cruz? I mean, Jesus. This is the most
It's a part
hippie-
of them getting their insurance or their...
It's
Oh,
either
like they
it's
have to
either
do a
that or
certain
it's either that or
contract or
actual
whatever.
cops. So
Yeah.
I would
yeah,
I would
well,
take
then-
Hyrox over actual
So
cops.
no actual cops? That's nice.
No actual cops.
I like no actual cops.
I did want to fall off of something so I could talk to Kurt Russell, but I opted not to.
Well, you kept going limp.
That was at the Orgy Dome.
That's weird. No beer.
Yeah, I mean,
beer.
we had our beer, but
Right.
supplies were running low.
Conveniently, you're never more again than like a 8-minute walk back to camp to re-up
Get your
the
own beer.
backpack.
Yeah.
And like you can easily bring a keg or a bunch of your own beer because they give out ice free at the event.
Ice.
Ice. You just walk up and you either write them a haiku on the spot or tell them a joke, and boom, that's a bag of ice for you.
I was told at Sideburn we need to order ice the day beforehand. We have to go and pay for ice for tomorrow.
Drink warm beer. Speaking of being sick of folks,
Sick of folks, yes.
I don't know for sure, but I suspect that the median income at unSCruz is considerably higher than that of most regionals or probably even the Big Burn.
Oh, interesting.
It seemed like 40 or 50 or 60% of the people there were like pretty intense tech money.
That's really interesting because I would say Soak felt like what I would expect.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we call that Oregon poor.
The only quibble I would have is I would say median net worth. 'Cause
Yeah.
I think quite a lot of them are no longer obligated to be employed.
Are they like retirement age, or are they just like got so rich they don't need to work?
I mean,
Bay
they're like
Area
our age or
retirement.
10 years older, but like they cashed out already.
Gotcha.
They have very nice RVs and like tents and bespoke living situations. Like, I think it's about even between that and regular tents. There's like some real fucking nice places that that you could stay if you're one of the people that came with that nice place to stay. But we're walking through this like dance party area, and we kind of get to like a barish area, which is when I hear the most important part of the agentic AI cycle is sales. It's important to have control when you're doing sales, you know?
I would set something on fire.
I uncontrollably said, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
'Cause shut the fuck up. Jesus Christ, what the fuck are you talking about?
oh my
I truly thought it was a bit as we were walking, and
Right,
about
like-
halfway through the sentence, I was like, "This person is bought into agentic AI sales cycles."
And like I had that reaction to that person in the moment, and I'm sorry, you're not as much of a motherfucker as that dude with the Cybertruck, but like that was untoward at a burn. You've got to admit. But when I'm recounting that story
Bringing
later,
up agentic AI at a burn is kind of untoward.
And it was like,
unless you're using it to program your awesome LED thing,
That's not agentic AI.
who knows?
I think the only way we should be talking about AI is about Richard Dawkins' new love of Claudia.
"Uh-oh,
Yeah, he's anthropomorphized it a lady because he loves it so much.
yikes!"
I guess he finally filled his god hole, huh? So there's that person with their agentic AI. Very early on, we walked past someone who was unloading their Cybertruck, and Doosh Doosh struck up a conversation with one of them as I walked past another one and said, "Nice PT Cruiser." And he was just like, "Well, it cost a little bit more than that." And I said, "Yeah, and you gave all that fucking money to that goddamn Nazi, didn't you?" And he went,
Yeah,
They didn't bring beer. They did not have beer.
Yeah,
in
they
that
didn't have beer.
Cybertruck. They did tow something.
If you bring your fucking Cybertruck to Burning Man or any regional, you deserve what you get.
he was just sig heiling because he loves the man so much.
I didn't see shit what happened to your tires, dude. Like, what an awful thing to do. You have so much money. Rent a different car, asshole.
Just hide the fact that you
Yeah.
have that much money.
Get
something.
Get a fucking Land Rover.
Yeah.
Like, you're still an asshole buying a 6,000-pound vehicle, but like at least it's not directly linked to like the Nazi who was sig heiling 2 years ago in public in front of the entire fucking country and God and everyone.
I need Cybertruck drivers to feel less safe. How dare they think that they can come be around real people and not be told what assholes they are?
Yeah, if you wear a Totenkopf or a Sonnenrad on your clothes, I'm going to give you shit for that too. You are driving a swastika around. And I'm supposed to be polite?
I mean, the swastika can be aesthetically appealing.
I will be the first against the wall when the Nazis come.
Gross. Gross, dude.
So the best cocktail I had
Ooh.
was late one night when I think we were on our second circuit of the event. And we went and visited a camp run by some very close friends. And they were running BARTiki. If you get the chance, go check out BARTiki. Now, I will say, there were two people that I don't know running that bar, and I know everybody that lives in that camp.
So you're saying the amazing cocktails came from people who broke in to do bartending.
And I was maybe 8 milk crates high at the time. And I thought, maybe I just don't recognize these people I know. I should still ask them for a drink. They were, and I cannot emphasize this enough, vibrating with MDMA. They asked me what I wanted, and I was like, well, by the way, all of the drinks at BARTiki are named after BART stops.
It's so cute. There's a map.
It's incredibly cute.
There's a BART map that shows each of the stops and all the ingredients that go into them as additional stops. That is the outline. I mean,
it'll probably be the picture for the episode.
It's so cute.
It's incredibly cool. And these two fell over each other trying to give me some sort of drink in this bar that they had stolen. And I was like, okay, I'm going to drink this thing. You did make a cocktail, right?
Right.
And both of them fell over laughing when I asked that. And I was like, I'm in it to win it. And I took a sip of this thing, and I kid you not, there was so much texture in it. I still have not entirely figured out what they found or what they poured in, but the texture was coconut shreds and toothpaste.
Whoa.
And was certainly not liquid enough to have had.
Do you think that they just put toothpaste in it?
I've gone into that BART car, and there's no toothpaste in that BART car.
We did a rundown of what ingredients they had in stock, and nothing really seems like it would make more than a mild coconut flavor in his cocktail.
Coconut flavor, but not coconut texture,
No.
which there undeniably was.
They might have ripped up some grass.
Yeah, just
They
threw some
truly
grit
might
in
have.
there.
They were.
I mean, it's good you were so high, because they were so high. And then through the next fucking
I kept
12 hours, he kept just picking up his cup and taking a sip of it and being like, it's still so clumpy. And at one point, I just grabbed it from him and threw it on the ground.
it.
Yeah. Get the clumps out of
This
it.
is an easily solved problem. We live outside.
Yeah, we're at a fairground, not on playa.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is not a resto issue. This
Yeah,
is
nobody cares if coconut or grass slowly rots in the grass for the next few months.
Ugh. I think that bar stole those people.
I hope.
We went there the next night and asked everybody who was of that camp that was hanging out at that camp that night if
What
they
could
knew
be
what
gritty?
could possibly make that at the bar, or if they recognized these two people, and they're just yeah, we don't know.
We don't know who the hell that was.
It was well, we had it staffed last night. Maybe they were there and they were drunk. It's at 2:30 in the morning. They were like, oh no, we close at 11.
But they don't turn the lights off, which maybe is a lesson for the rest of the camp.
They had a really good bar area besides a BART car that they made out of plywood that
So
looks like
cute.
the lead car of BART. They had kind of the same thing that Bonkers Empire did, where they've outlined a space with cables and uprights. These cables had LEDs flowing outward on them.
Yeah.
But it really felt when you were in that space just out of your peripheral vision that you're inside somewhere.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So
And-
it was
and
like
yours-
a hangout spot, even when
It
the
was
bar wasn't
super
open.
And they had
cool.
buttons on the bar that would speak garbled messages about like
when
how
the
many
doors
people-
would close.
and what the next stop was.
That's adorable.
The whole campus folks I know, minus those bartenders, and it's truly one of the cooler two pieces of art because those are brought together.
Yeah.
And the whole thing, you do feel like the electricity surrounding you when you're inside of it, even though it's all like incredibly
LEDs.
high quality LEDs made by an electrical engineer. Like,
That is rad.
you probably won't electrocute yourself if you touch anything.
I imagine
That
it's
much
all
power
low
for
voltage
LEDs.
at that point.
Yeah, totally.
Well, there are a lot of strands. But at the point that you're fucking with them, I think it's fine.
Did you ever see those people again?
No. Sure didn't. But speaking of bars and the way that you and your friends behave around bars, Beth, what happens when your pal D-Day finds a bar that is unstaffed?
Oh, God, D-Day just makes the worst drink.
Staffed a bar.
Like,
So we're walking around one night and there's no beer. And there haven't been open bars for a good 100 or so feet of the length of this 250-foot long road. But Hardley's lights are on. And
Hardley's is there.
Hardley's is there.
Hardley's is there.
And I peek in through the swinging doors, and there is just a handle of Bullet Rye on the counter.
That's decent.
Right. So I walk in, and Hardley's bar is kind of high, so I get up behind the bar, and I see all the other liquors there, and I realize that head and shoulders above the quality of the rest of the whiskeys behind the bar is this handle of Bullet. So I grab that, and I start pouring it into my cup, which is when like 4 people enter.
Bunch of people walk
And
in.
then like 8 people enter behind them. And they're just like, hey, what's good here? It's just like
the whiskey,
the whiskey.
which is the
They're
truest
just like,
thing.
I'll have some whiskey. So for like the next 6 or 7 or 10 minutes, I would like to leave Hardley's at this point. I have gotten my whiskey and was not in a state where like I was really prepared to tend
play-
a bar
to play bartender?
or deal with people or pretend like this was my place.
It also smelled slightly of propane inside at all times.
Yeah, not sure why.
Terrifying.
Pretty quickly, I went from serving out the Bullet to switching down to the Jim Beam.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know those fucks, and that wasn't my bar.
Yeah, give them the shit.
But went back to Hardley's twice after that, did a shot ski each time.
Hardley's has really grown up. They now serve non-alcoholic beverages as well.
Wow.
You can have some Coke poured into the shot ski,
Yeah.
so you can do a shot ski with your friends.
That's fun. Yeah.
Or the 2 other people that are there when you walk up and ask for a non-alcoholic beverage at Hardley's.
Yeah, it's great to leave space for our non-drinking friends to do our stupid drinking rituals with us.
Yeah,
I mean, it's only the second and third times I have ever done a shot ski.
I've never done a shot
I've
ski.
only done shot skis at Burning Man events.
and Hardley's, yeah.
I've never done a shot ski, but we did lots of slap shots back in the day. At
Well,
Critical.
if you don't do it right, 2 people get a drink and one person gets their shot
Just
or their Coca-Cola
absolutely
like right down their fucking
just
shirt.
slammed into their face.
And whiskey famously feels great on the skin.
Yeah.
Do you have to be the right height?
You have to order yourselves in the correct height, and then it's still just
And
may
then
not
you
be-
still all have to kind of crouch.
Crouch, yeah.
Yeah, so you've got some shock absorbers there. As one person freaks out and like frantically
Ah!
tries to push the shot up toward their mouth.
Yeah. Shotski.
So that was fun. That time I was just
then we
stealing
ditched.
booze,
And then
not
we
trying to
ditched.
run a bar.
Yeah.
And then after the last person was served while they were all still in there, I was just noped out.
Yeah. I think I can't speak authoritatively for Hardley's, but I think they're pretty open to people going in and serving shots.
Most of the bars that were unstaffed had a sign that said, hey, sorry, we're closed, and then had a bottle of liquor sitting next to the sign,
Yeah.
which I really appreciate.
Totally.
Yeah. He walked all the way up here from 12 feet away.
We're still lit for no reason. We want you to know that you could have interacted with people and had fun here.
You could have come here between 11 a.m. and 2:30 p.m.
Yeah, but instead, here's some booze. But that's the way I feel at most Burning Man. Like, bars is an invitation to open it. If you can see the booze, then you can open the bar.
Yeah.
If you have put the booze behind a door, then there's no bar to open. And it feels like my camp used to bring, we called it jailbait bar because it was all candy-infused vodkas. Like, eventually we're just like, we can't keep this open. Like, and people would be like, walking by camp and be like, is the bar open? I'm like, sure is.
Sure
You're
is.
landing it.
Head on back.
Yeah. It's all around the other side. Serve those folks.
No,
That should
officer,
be-
you can't arrest me. I'm not serving anyone.
That I think that's the expectation to me is like, if you're willing to go behind the bar and work at it for a few minutes, then have a drink. Like, if you're just going to go back and
You
pour
can't go
yourself
and
and
just-
wander away,
Or
then
grab a handle and wander away. Which
Yeah,
is
that's
rude.
very different.
yeah,
that's very different.
that's just stealing instead of temporarily opening the bar.
Or is it raccooning?
But these are the like cultural expectations, right?
Yeah,
Like,
totally.
As a person who worked at the commissary and had to ask people what team they worked on as they were coming in so that we could properly budget for it.
Guess who doesn't want to tell you what their team is?
Black Rock,
Gate and
Gate.
Gate is like, why should I tell you? I've been here for a while. It's like, so you understand the concept of a border,
bro,
and a
I haven't.
threshold.
so you work gate.
And yet you don't want this checkpoint for food.
And it doesn't sound like Gate was doing much of anything.
No,
We
I think
also had plenty of food.
we also had plenty
so
of food, but it was just this concept of like, hey, I don't know if you work Gate at Burning Man, which is why you're wearing a Gate shirt. Like, you guys are kind of doing your thing. I don't know what team you're working on here, which is what gives you the food. It's a really simple
we're just
question.
Whether we're going to
who we
turn you
feed.
away or not, don't you think it's important that the people that feed you know how many people they have to feed each day?
Okay, so follow-up question. What team do you think forgot bowls and plates and silverware most consistently?
Rangers.
Absolutely Rangers. Without question, Rangers.
Rangers are, I love Rangers, and there's some very competent people in
We
Rangers.
all know you're fucking a Ranger. It's fine.
But like, man, Rangers are like some of the least prepared burners. When they're not rangering, they're like stumbling around, acting like entitled asshats.
I will burn your house to the ground.
We all know where you live.
I will not take this from some plebe who isn't even a part of the cadre.
Did you ranger?
Absolutely not. It was awesome being at a burn and not having my hat with me, even though I've never really worn it at a burn. It was just really freeing.
He did have, and I emphasize the color khaki, not the khaki.
Yeah, I had my jacket.
Khaki
good-
colored jacket on.
I had a couple people that
Somebody
like were
came
just
up and
walking
asked
around me
us
like 3 times. I'm just standing there and someone is doing revolutions of me. And it's just like, hey, they're just like, I just need to see all of this.
No, did you see it all?
It's just a jacket full of patches
It's a
and
cool
zippers
jacket.
and ribbon.
Yeah, it takes a while to take that jacket.
Oh,
off.
yeah. I'm really talented, but like, circle me from a distance.
Stalk me, please.
If you don't have binoculars with you, bring opera glasses.
Are you saying that living in a steer cage all week added to your sense of being surrounded?
I mean, it was mostly the drugs.
No, because the Gong always let you know they were coming.
Yeah. It sure did.
No one could walk by without gonging that gong.
And finding the gate into our little cage was a little complicated.
Even though there were like 4 of them, but they all latch closed in different ways, so you can bring the steer out in different areas or put them into like single
The fucking corral.
single corral sized pens where no one, as far as I know, fucked or got fucked.
No, unfortunately not.
Regardless of how much I was trying.
Is there an adult area?
Yes.
Kind of.
There is a red light district. There's like 2.5 car parts.
Yeah.
Car ports. One of which has transparent windows on the side and a sign beneath them that says no minors.
Yeah. I never saw anybody in there. Like,
I didn't see anyone fuck the entire event.
Huh.
I didn't even see a suck off.
He looks over at me. It's called a glory hole for a reason. You're not supposed to see it.
So, yes, there's like a fuck set of car bars.
Kind of, but truly kind of. Like,
Yep.
you've been to Critical?
Yeah.
So Critical's got like that barrier where it's like, okay, if you go behind this
We've
tapestry
been to
wall.
Critical together.
That's right, we were. So, there's that barrier of like Bhakti tapestries.
Yeah, there's
And if you
tapestry.
go back there, you will see active sex of some kind.
Yeah, there's
unSCruz,
a bunch of
it has,
place,
like-
space and such.
They have like, oh, this corner of this intersection is where 21 plus stuff happens.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if it's an unSCruz thing or just it hasn't been warm enough, but I have not seen much, if any, like public sex occur at unSCruz. In the spaces you're supposed to or the spaces you're not supposed to.
You're just not a thing.
I think it's a different culture down here in that way.
Yeah. Well, it'll be interesting to find out about East Coast Canada.
I mean,
There's all those
you got to
ticks.
check for ticks.
Yeah.
Hey, baby, you want to check me for some ticks?
The tick hole. A gong.
A gong.
A gong.
Yeah.
And everyone hit the gong.
Everybody.
Gong.
Gong.
Gababoosh. Gababoosh. Gong.
Gong.
So the vibe is wealthy. Because I was thinking with unSCruz, I was thinking a bunch of wooks.
Okay.
I think it tends more economically successful. A lot of kids.
Families.
There is a decent wook showing. It's just that they're all working.
They're all
They all needed.
staff.
They all needed to get a ticket
Yeah.
somehow. I mean, I'm including myself in
Absolutely.
that. Like,
I mean,
I'm gainfully unemployed.
My mom was like, "You're cooking?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's how you get into these things free." And she was like, "Are you having money troubles?" It's like, "No, I'm just
No,
not paying
because
you in
I
advance."
cook. But fucking Mama Ricky is great.
Oh, and lives like 8 or 10 blocks from here.
oh, cool.
So Zaddy runs the commissary. Mama Ricky runs the kitchen.
So, query, how many people are you
Queer, yes. Weird that you brought it up that way, though.
Yeah.
How many people are you feeding in a day in the commissary or in a
So
meal?
I'm going to say like no more than 125.
Okay.
I think they had planned like 200 or
They prep
250
for
meals.
200 or 250, and then
We had so much food left
60 to
over at
80
the end.
show up.
And Mama Ricky was just like, and you can take home like whatever packs of frozen food you want. And I was just like, oh, yeah. Yeah, what I want is a 40-pound bag of blanched potatoes from Cisco.
Yeah.
So, just out of curiosity, is that easier than doing Scumbag Cafe? Like, did you?
So much so.
Right, you don't have
I
to
mean,
plan anything.
So I don't have to plan everything.
Yeah.
I don't have to do the purchasing. I don't have to think very much, except I ended up doing it later in the week, but that's because of me. The first day I showed up, Doosh Doosh worked breakfast. I worked the lunch shift, which was supposed to be 11 to 4. I worked that whole shift one day. My first day I showed up and like I took like 12 to 15 pounds of eggplant and turned those into planks and roasted them and like minced a bunch of onions and chiffonaded a bunch of peppers. And then by like 1:30 I was done. So he told me to eat lunch, and then I was done right after that.
This is the rubber band here of last year. Zaddy and Ricky had nowhere near enough people.
Okay.
And they got entirely fucked.
They got
And
totally
so-
trounced, and
and so-
no one could ever take breaks. And
Yeah. And so this year, I would say there was the right number of people, which was too many. And like every morning at breakfast, we could have easily sent 2 people away, but you never know who's going to show up. So
Right,
it's
and
kind of
it's-
like
It's good to just have extra hands. To
It's
be
just-
like, oh, hey, deal with that shit.
yeah.
So it felt like too many, but at the same time was like, we're all in it together. And I'm so thankful everybody showed up.
Yeah.
Because if you guys don't show up, because I experienced a similar thing, which was in about 15 minutes, I could have 90% of breakfast prepped. But I don't want to do that by myself.
Right.
Yeah.
So
We're here to be social.
yeah,
and
more
do
people
things in
showing
community.
up, and
It
then
should be fun and it should be social. It shouldn't, and it also shouldn't be like, oh, if you.
It's
you
also
walk
a
out
lot
here,
of
it all
fun to
falls
excel
apart.
in the kitchen, Beth.
Yeah.
Like, lean on me.
yeah, we can sing Queen. It's just within four walls.
Can you hear it from inside the commissary?
No, but you could hear the
commissary
gong.
slap.
You can hear the gong.
You can hear the gong from everywhere. And
The
then
gong is
everyone-
with you.
Everyone that works in commissary goes, gong.
Yeah, we had our breakdown music. It's just the resonance of a
The
gong.
gong.
So I will say the absolute best piece of art, and you unfortunately were
Let's
not
finish
walking.
talking about commissary first and get that out of the way.
Okay.
What more do we want to?
Oh, so much, Beth.
Okay.
We had some great little youthful queers. Loved them, but I didn't trust them.
Trust
it was
them?
Like, it was like, what? You're so joyous. I talked with Liam for like 5 minutes, and then Liam goes, "Oh, I understand," and then dropped this like incredibly deep critique of who I am, and was like, "No, I understand why you don't want to be nice in that instance," and then followed it up with like 3 very short sentences, but was like, "But I love you." And I
It
was
just like nailed you to the wall.
yeah, and it's like, "Oh, don't."
Don't
Do-
see
don't-
through me like
don't
that. That's
do
weird. Like, so Burning Man is having like this crisis of young people not going, young adults.
It's too expensive.
It's too expensive, but it's also like the population is just aging. But one of the things that I would like to point out is all of the young people who go are queer.
Queer as fuck.
Yeah, it's really good. It's nice.
Weird that you want to high five me for that, Beth.
I'm happy to have it be queer.
Yeah.
Like, I'm kind of
A queer DPW is the best iteration of DPW I've interacted with.
1,000%. It just improves. When it was all just cis white guys,
Yeah.
it just
Raping.
it was just awful. And it's so great to have so many like very visibly queer people. And I'm glad that the young folks that can manage to join us through all of the economics of it all are young and queer.
And if people don't know or are taken aback by me saying that elder DPW are known for raping, ask me about the DPW rapes sometime. And that's staying in.
Too blank for blank.
So the first day, I did a bunch of prep for cooking in the commissary. The second day, we were supposed to have a big enough spike of people that we were going to like true cafeteria prep of you open the Cisco bags of stuff, maybe you mix a couple of them together and spice it a bit, but like mostly doing big scale pre-made meal sort of things.
I'm not familiar with cooking for large groups of people. What does cafeteria prep mean?
So you get a
Like
bag
Cisco
of
machine.
like sous vide chicken chunks. And you also have a bag of some sort of Indian curry. And you heat bags up in boiling water and you put them in a tray and you mix them together.
Like you're not
And then you put
cooking-
them in the oven.
You're not cooking. You're not truly cooking. You're,
You're
like
just-
reheating.
You're combining
what is
ingredients.
arriving from Cisco pre-made or
You're just getting it up to
fundamentally pre-made.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is real easy. And that was my second day, which is the only day that I worked like a 5-hour shift. I got lunch ready and lunch was ready in like 20 minutes. So they put me on dinner prep and I got dinner ready. And then I helped with the commissary itself and then
I assume
tidied up.
because it's easier and for so fewer number of people and in a much easier environment. But is the food a lot better than fucking commissary at Burning Man? Or is it about the same?
It is the same kind of food.
I had way less diarrhea.
But it's made with like, as someone who hasn't worked in commissary at Burning Man, and at least one of our compatriots at unSCruz has,
Top shelf?
yes, and that'll be cut out.
Way to out him.
And Beep insists that they're doing their best, and like I'm inclined to believe him, but their best is
They're a
like
contract.
padding out food so that they can serve the cheapest foods possible to people who are doing like the hardest work in the shittiest conditions. And they're not going through the food and throwing shit out when it's supposed to be thrown out. Like, I don't know if Mama Ricky would have had me throw out some of the things from the little salad bar that we put out every day in between shifts. But like, I'm not putting the tomatoes back out if there are beans and like olives and bits of celery in them.
Yeah.
That gets dumped out. You put freshies in. If the food is a little bit frozen when it comes out of the refrigerator, well, that goes in the fucking garbage.
Yeah. Mama Ricky was amazing. Very, very chill.
And lives right around here?
Lives right around
so
here.
I get to meet this person at some point?
Pretty soon.
Yay.
I love that dude. That dude's great. And I think by the end of my second shift, Mama Ricky was just like, oh, well, D-Day.
You know what you're doing.
Yeah.
D-Day does not need to be managed, and I don't have the time or interest to manage him.
We both had that experience. Mama Ricky on the last day was like, I understand that you don't generally, but if you'd ever like to be serviced by a man, I'm ready for you. I was like, what a thoughtful thing.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Mama Ricky.
That is so much nicer than just putting a dick in it in Doosh Doosh's face, which is usually the way.
Yeah. Are you listening?
Yeah.
Really?
Are you kidding me? Yes.
Oh.
No, well,
We'll get back to the, like, I need to hear this after. That's
to
not
clarify, it was balls on my shoulder saying, I thought you'd like that.
I would have fucking taken one of them off. Oh, I thought you wanted me to have this.
I was thinking of the dick in the face guy.
I know which one you're thinking.
Yeah, that's the
You
one that I
guys
heard about at unSCruz.
Had a few.
So our last day of service was Saturday, wherein everything that is served is leftovers. Mm-hmm. Lunch is from 1 to 2 in the afternoon. I show up to the kitchen just after 11 with my little knife wrap and my tie-dyed apron on that they gave me. And there is no one in the kitchen. And there is no one in the commissary. And there was no one down in the prep kitchen. So I just get the big rolling rack that you put trays in, and I fill it up with trays from the walk-in fridge, which is like
scariest.
right out of The Shining.
Oh, it's so fucking scary.
It is an old, like 1920s or 1930s wood walk-in with wood shelves in it. And when you're in it and it closes and you try to pull on the latch, you're not locked in, but the latch comes off the door because the screws aren't attached.
Because
in the
it's
old
wood
anymore.
and it's humid in it.
But
And
luckily, if you push on it, it does open the door, which is what I did right before I started covering myself in cardboard to survive the long winter before someone noticed me like 2 rooms away from where anyone hangs out.
Oh my God.
So I fill up this rolling rack with trays and I bring it upstairs and I just fill the oven with aluminum trays of leftovers. Go down, fill up that entire rack again with trays of different food. And like by the time I'm done bringing that up and conditioning the salad bar as much as I can, because we're at a salad, we have chopped vegetable power mix left. So you can have uncooked Brussels sprouts in your salad. I get all that ready. And like I had just the universal kitchen experience of someone thinking that because they're important or privileged in one quarter of their life, they can just be in the kitchen now. And I'm putting all of these trays into the ovens for the last service I'm going to work. And I'm trying to figure out like, okay, like we need to put one no gluten thing in. So I'm making sure that one's in and a vegan thing is in. The rest can be just meat and vegetables and stuff. And this lady this white lady with a white lady bob.
Oh no.
Comes up to the door and goes, excuse me, do you know where the peanut butter is? And I'm a little taken aback because I'm doing my work and the commissary isn't open now, so I shouldn't have to deal with people. And I go, oh, I'm sorry. No, I don't know. I'm doing this. Mm-hmm. And she goes, oh, well, can I come in and poke around? I can find it. And before I have the chance to say anything, she has already walked into the kitchen and opened up the refrigerator, which if you've ever worked in a kitchen before, when you walk into a kitchen, the first thing you do is wash your hands. And 2, peanut butter is never stored in the refrigerator.
Yeah.
So I go, no. And she takes a step back and she goes, well, other people have let me in the past. And I was like, well, I'm me. And I don't know where the peanut butter is. And you don't work in the kitchen. So you don't get to dig around in the kitchen to find where the peanut butter is. She's like, oh, I can't believe this. And I was just like, well. So she walks out, and one of our commissary co-workers comes into the kitchen about 40 seconds later, just like, dude, there's some lady like bitching at the bottom of the stairs about how someone was mean to her in the kitchen. And it was just like, it was me. And I wasn't. And I asked Mama Ricky, I was just like, hey, so I dealt with this thing this way. And he was just like, there's always people like that. And I was like, so nobody's It seemed insane that someone would just be like, oh, they let me poke around in the kitchen. Like what any kitchen wants or needs is a person from not in the kitchen just poking around the kitchen, seeing where stuff is.
I just lick random objects in the kitchen anytime I'm allowed in. So
Gong.
So is the infrastructure?
This is the rhythm of the night.
Oh, God, I would have fucking been so happy for them to play that.
Oh, they did. A gong.
A gong.
A gong.
Yeah.
And everyone hit the gong.
Everybody.
Gong.
Gong.
Gababoosh. Gababoosh. Gong.
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 Yeah.
Was there pot smoking camps?
No.
That was one thing I quite liked at Soak.
That was really interesting at Soak. I enjoyed that at Soak.
Like the entire camp's thing.
Yeah,
Just
like,
a marijuana bar.
yeah, you go up.
They would have like a selection of vapes or a couple dab rigs and a bong and joints, and like you could just hang out and smoke pot with them.
It was cool.
We had our corral,
Yeah, we had the corral of debauchery.
but I don't recollect any other camps you could go to and do that.
No, I was keeping an eye out because, like, again, we're in a place where it's legal.
Where it's legal, so it seems like you can serve alcohol. You
That's not something you do with your grandkids.
can smoke pot.
I don't have grandkids yet, but but when I have them, I will, no matter what Code Adams says.
Well, so overall, what was your favorite piece of art?
Meat art is your favorite piece.
It fucking tasted so good.
So I have a couple things that jumped out to me. My favorite piece of art, which I tried to engage in, but never really had the opportunity to, was in the rodeo enclosure itself. Mm-hmm. There was a fireball shooting gallery.
Oh, that was cool.
It was a little shooting gallery. They had things to aim at that were outlined in LEDs or EL wire. And they had these guns that would shoot a tennis ball by like sending a burst of flame up through a tube to compress the air and pop it out.
That's so cool.
And I got there and I got in line. And by the time I got to the front of the line, they had to clean up all the balls. And then I got bored and I walked away. And then when I went back, like the pop of those guns was loud enough, so I didn't want to hang around too long. My ears are pretty damaged as it is.
It did sound like gunshots. And if you didn't know that piece of art was there,
I see El Popo was there.
El Popo is, once again, the lowest self-esteem art car on like all playas and any playas. The second the Flaming Lotus girls wanted to do their fire shit, there was El Popo bursting off their tentacles as fucking
wad.
like not caring how much propane they go through just to overshadow the folks next to them. There's another party happening. There's El Popo. Look at El Popo. Here I am. Do you care about El Popo? I don't. I did a long time ago.
It's a cool art car.
Then you tried to kill me. Go fuck yourself, El Popo.
it is warm by El Popo.
It's very warm. The warmest spot on Playa is near El Popo.
I have like a resentment towards the creator, but that is mostly third hand. I don't know him.
Well, I don't know if it's to go into the rest of it, but it is no longer owned by the creator.
Oh, so someone just bought it?
Yes.
You're not that many degrees of separation away.
Oh, there was the yarn helmet thing.
What now?
Oh,
Where you stand there and the light strobes and the string spins on the helmet you put on.
Oh, it's on your helmet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people just held the helmet in front of them.
Yeah.
And like,
There was a long list of like absolutely do nots while wearing the helmet. So I very much value if somebody was like, could I just have it in my hands though? But it's like, do not turn away from the art piece while wearing the helmet. Like you must be over 5 feet 6 inches.
do not be easily distracted or stop listening to what I'm saying while I'm saying it.
Yeah, it seems like maybe a helmet isn't the best thing for this particular function.
Or maybe it is. Who's to say? That video will also be up on the website if you want to see what we're talking about. And so will another dozen or so pictures.
The bee temple was cool.
From the 2026
Real
unSCruz
bees?
event. It was a
just a whole pile of bees right in the alleyway.
that would have been pretty cool.
That would have been very funny.
It was like an octagonal or hexagonal structure that was made out of a couple layers of wood cut into hexagons so that it looked all beehivey. And then inside there were like a couple small pews. And then if you like kneeled down and pretended you were praying, you could see that they had like really tiny little pews set up with bees sitting in them.
Yeah. It was pretty cute.
Yeah, great place to do nose drugs.
Yeah, well, almost anywhere other than Playa is a better place to
Real
do nose
nice
drugs.
enclosed area for strangers to be like, hey, want to go up? Or down?
Or down. Oh, so we heard two of my favorite things. Happy hardcore.
Oh.
And then there was a stage that played legitimate bass music one night. And
Nice.
it just brought me so much joy.
There were a lot of really fun, like goofy, interactive elements there. There was this thing that I'm showing Beth right now, which was like a wooden military case called Black Ops Pharmaceuticals that was just filled with random bottles of vitamins. And like I saw it and I took a picture of it and I laughed at it on the first day that I was at the event. And then like an hour and a half before I was done packing up and leaving unSCruz Playa, the unSCruz rodeo, Top Shelf wanders back to camp with like 3 or 4 different size vitamin bottles in his arms. And I was just like, oh, Black Ops get ya? And he was like, yeah, I'm never going to buy these at the store.
Top Shelf looks like he cramps. You know, he's real tall.
He's real tall.
He needs some extra nutrients in there.
They all look like they're the same nutrient, which is
No, there's
called 1-500 or
There's
something.
an incredibly wide variety of bottles in that thing.
But do they have those nutrients in them?
I mean, that's what the bottle says. I think
Full of gummy bears?
when you order a pallet of nutrients off of Temu, you get the pill you get.
This is the pigeon-themed camp that was there that I believe is responsible for all the other pigeons on Playa Beth. That is Pigeon Goblins.
Oh, they had a little alley.
They had a little alley to themselves. They had like a little museum exhibit inside, which unfortunately I couldn't interact with because every time I was going to, I was both high and it was full of tweens.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And like, I can't poke around an interactive Burning Man space while there are children there and I'm altered.
Yeah.
I just like that's an unethics too far for me to engage in.
It is a challenging thing at unSCruz, unlike any of the other regionals I've been to, is just how present tweens are.
Yeah, that's a real tough time to bring kids to.
Like, go up to the bleachers and make out. Like, do real tween shit.
Yeah, like actually, maybe you should be left at home alone instead of coming.
Here's the credit card, order some pizzas.
Exactly.
I'll be less creepy at your house than I'll be trying to figure out like what this art project is while you're flirting with another 11-year-old.
That's the deal we should have. If you're allowed to bring your tweens to unSCruz, we should be allowed to go to your house that night.
Throw a house party.
Throw an adult house party.
Yeah, if you bring your tweens to this party, I can finger you on the couch.
At Synergy, the South Nevada regional that Rex and I went to years ago, there was like literally feral children. Like it's like 3-4 in the morning and there's just like a 7-year-old out talking to people. Like we're sitting around in an area where everyone is deeply inebriated. It's like 3-4 in the morning and this kid is
It's
just
a right
like
to drink
there.
state.
So I hope you gave the kid a drink.
Who are you to tell this 7-year-old that they've had too much and can't drive home from the bar? We believe in freedom here.
You can tell them that, but you just can't refuse to serve them after telling them that.
So I recognize I still haven't said what my favorite piece of art is.
Oh, well, aren't you a failure?
And before I
the
get to
drive
that, I
home.
would like to show you this art, Beth, which you should recognize.
Oh, this thing.
The table under the awning that we found in Deep Playa 2 years ago.
Yeah. I can't believe they bothered to set it back up.
In this instance as well, that gentleman
Yep.
was surreptitiously sitting at the table so that after people didn't recognize that if you touch all of the silverware and all of the place settings all at the same time, a thing would happen. This is the same piece of art, which when we found in Deep Playa, we sat down and within like 90 seconds of me not knowing what was going on, started shit talking the piece of art we were at.
Yep.
Until like 5 minutes later, the artist was like,
artist is
well, have you tried
Touched the-
touching all of the silver at the same time? And I was like, no! What here tells me I'm supposed to do that?
Which reminds me, that was about 18 feet away from that other thing where everybody had to hold hands.
Oh, yeah,
And
the
then
big mannequins.
The big mannequins. And
I have a
it
picture
would
of big
invite you
mannequins for
through all holding hands. Now, that in itself is the art was fine. But what it needed was a smaller circle because you needed like firmly like 20 people.
So I
all
have
be
a picture
holding
of a guy in scale with how big
the
mannequins are and the spaces.
Oh, God.
So each mannequin has hands, as mannequins do.
But, right, you would need like at
40
least
people.
5 people in between each of these mannequins. And that's if you're doing
And there's a
big-
lot of them.
Yeah,
And there's a lot of them.
right hands.
And when you all hold hands,
It
structure
kind
lights
of
up.
it kind of
plays some-
moans at you.
It does some music. It walks you through getting your friends together. Oh, I remember it.
Well, we were able, like, one night I shouted enough,
Kind
so
of
we were
moans
able to
at
get,
you.
like,
It does indeed.
5 out of 8 people to come over and help us hold hands with this thing. And, like, this one woman came over, I think, with her partner and was really interrogating me as to, like, what was going to happen or, like, why I was shouting at her. And I was just like, look, I don't know. I promise you it's not going to be worth it. But like, there's a lot of people here who want to see what happens. So like, maybe
Let's
we
do it.
Right. And like, those were people that were not interested in like stretching their arms out or going to different sections of it. So there were just like 8 of us in
On
one
one side.
area bridging like 2 sets of hands, which made it make some like moaning music sounds. And maybe it would have moaned better if you had more people in the moaning circle.
One night while we were walking by it, a guy on a bike is shouting back to what I assume is his girlfriend or partner of the night, whatever. Like, if you all touch it, it just sings. Let's fucking go.
Yes.
It's like, clearly you've been here long enough to know that a bike is not necessary, my man.
Let's fucking go.
Fucking go. It just sings at you. Babe, there's a gong down the hill.
This is a view of the party from inside the pens.
Wow. I didn't think I would feel so much like you're in, an animal area.
Oh,
Well, that's
we're
not
a pen.
in my animal area. That's in the animal area adjacent to us where I would pee in the middle of the night instead of going to the bathrooms, which were fully like 10 or 11 feet farther away than that area with ground. The ground toilet is the toilet I grew up with in Pennsylvania. And like, I challenge anyone to tell me that
You shouldn't
unSCruz
pee in a stable.
outside of Hollister in a stable is not a place worthy of my urine.
Yeah, in the realm of like regionals, I have and I pee in Portos frequently, but like if you're in the woods, if there's grass, if there's stuff, I don't feel that bad about peeing outside. I understand that everyone peeing outside every single time would probably make it smell gross.
Maybe.
It's where they keep cattle. I'm going to say like 10 of us can't match the volume of urine of like one
cow.
steer
Yeah,
once.
totally. It's just gallons that come out of them at a time.
So speaking of steer, there is this whole rodeo area at
Okay.
unSCruz, which is where the fire art is. Except when El Pulpo decides to leave the fire safe area and shit its
Blast
tentacle
everywhere.
fires off right next to trees in General Pop.
Ooh.
Sure, they do what they want. They have a big art car.
Did they get stopped from doing that?
I don't know.
They didn't start a fire?
No. And if they did, Hot Kurt Russell took care of it. And bully for them giving him something to do. But there's this big rodeo section. The Flaming Lotus Girls had Haven there, which is the series of birds that they had on Playa last
I
year.
loved that.
Set up
very
there.
cool.
That was
It's
beautiful.
so gorgeous.
There were some smaller fire art pieces, most of which had buttons that you could push to make fires go up. There
Did they
was
run the big eggs at any point?
yes.
I love
I have
that.
it, if you would like to see the big eggs shitting methane.
So cool.
There's a big egg.
And then there was the spikes of fire that were different colors.
Yep.
Flaming Lotus Girls makes cool art.
They do great work in a bunch of different media, which is really nice and impressive for a culture that is usually making giant sculptures out of metal and fire only.
Out of CNC that they've emailed to China.
A lot of top hats.
Oh, yeah. Big hat heavy event.
Top hat heavy.
The effigy, the quote unquote effigy for this burn was a wooden cat sculpture, like those balsa wood sculptures you would get at the drugstore when you were a kid that come in the different planes of wood that get clipped together.
You slide together.
Oh, yeah. And they're that really soft.
Yeah, like it's a Pliatech cat.
Yeah, it was a Pliatech cat. It looked fine.
Kitty.
This is what the Pliatech cat looked like.
They had put some kind of propane under it to do a detonation.
Before they lit the cat, they did their own little like fire dancey
Fire conclave
thing. Conclave, thank you. They conclaved quite thoroughly.
I was cloved.
And then there's a short burst of fireworks. And then they ignite the cat so violently, it looked like it was about to tip over.
It truly...
Like it jumped and flopped to the side before it finally regained.
Somebody was watching that like, that valve, that's the one I should have turned. While I trust Il Polpo, I trust Flaming Lotus Girls, I trust almost all art on Playa, I remain confident that anytime there's fire art, I should be like 15 human beings back. Mm-hmm. Because if some metal or wood starts traveling at a high rate of speed, I think a bunch of bodies and top hats slowing it down.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and I'm shorter than a lot of men, so I'm hoping a lot of their meat slows down whatever metal comes flying toward me.
And this effigy going off was a good reminder of why that's a safe assumption to make. And nothing bad happened. Props to the people that designed it.
Mm-hmm. So, first night, we go out at unSCruz. Mm-hmm. We're going on a stroll. And we stroll for a while, and we get to one of those suspended metal discs with the rolling flame under it.
Oh, I like those.
Oh,
those are cool.
I like those too.
Yeah.
So I lay down under it, and I'm shooting the shit with my pals. And someone off to my right goes, "Oh, that's just the kind of thing that beep would say."
Who was it?
As my friend Chad, who moved back to the Bay Area a couple years ago, and he was a part of the first batch of burners I went to Burning Man with, the first 3 years that I went. And I'm there underneath the fire thing, talking to him about that and explaining who he is and what my Burning Man experiences was like. And then after I went to Burning Man as a contestant for 4 years, then I took a year off and I started working for Burning Man and doing center camp in 2010. And then I've just been doing that for a bunch of years. And this lady off to my left goes, "And then I started a podcast and I talked to Rex and Beth about Burning Man all the time." It was just like, "Oh, hi, you." Way to not make that weird.
It is,
but there was a bunch of that at unSCruz. We've got a
people knew
fairly,
the podcast?
I'm not going to say everyone. I'm going to say like a full 10 or 15% of the people there were just like, "Oh, I guess you're Beth then." Like, no, I'm the D-Day. But thank you everyone for your kind words and your swag and not making me feel that uncomfortable that we do this weird art project.
Yeah, I think the people who knew us at Soak were all people we'd already talked to. Like, everyone that knew us at Soak had been on the podcast at that point. Mm-hmm. Except maybe Sausage Girl.
No, Sausage Girl had been on.
So at Soak, it wasn't a matter of, like, running into people who knew us. It was like, oh, yeah, these are the people who know us. They invited us here.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Kat, who we saw at unSCruz. I don't remember what episode you were, but you were great. We recorded you on Playa. Thanks for saying hi.
Oh, was that in the Prowler?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the best recording session we've had on Playa. Thanks, Kat.
The thing
I still don't think he said his favorite piece of art.
Yeah,
it's the LED fans. I was going to save that till the end. My favorite art was the LED fence. Fuck you. Goodbye. unSCruz felt like what my dreams of Burning Man feel like.
It feels like old Burning Man.
It feels like old Burning Man, but not on Playa. It feels like when you have a dream about Burning Man that takes place at a mall.
Series of caves.
Ooh, I've never had series of caves.
Oh, it was really cool. It was
I have had
submerged.
several Burning Man dreams where like it's in the water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like there's not like boats to take us around or whatever. Like I have to swim
Just
from
in
dock
the
to water. Or there's just like floating shipping containers there.
Do you want to go to the next part? No, I'm so tired.
I'm fucking beat. I sleep here tonight.
I feel like I've found regionals to be even like easier to talk to people. Like it's like almost mandatory to talk to everyone. Just because there's not that many people. So,
and you see him again, which is cool. Like some of the things I like, it feels like old Burning Man. Most of the people have created something.
Yeah, no, there aren't really
Most
any
of the people are
choice.
bought in. Like you see people again and chat about the things you've done and seen in the intervening time. Like there's some of the parts are so so cool. And then there's also a lot of kids.
Yeah. It's so much
Gong.
easier. I was just going to say it's so much easier for kids not to die out there. And then on Burning Man.
Funny
take your
thing,
child.
there's fluffers at unSCruz. I believe there's 3 of them. And what they do is they travel around and they offer people snacks.
That's so sweet.
It's very sweet and incredibly important, but not incredibly important like traveling around and making people take a 15-minute break and drink water so they don't die. Like unSCruz isn't a struggle.
That is so deeply true. It's like at every moment, it was like, I'm 62 minutes away from my house. Mm-hmm. I could be in my bed with my very strange cat and wonderful wife asleep, not listening to this gong 62 minutes from now.
And be back an hour late for work tomorrow.
I'd sleep well enough. I could get there on time.
I mean, that's definitely an option. It's just like there's something about Northern California. The Hollister, Santa Cruz, greater metropolitan areas are not actively trying to kill you environmentally with like every fucking step you take.
Nope. A lot of
We
rolling.
would go out and I'd be like, I only have one attachment point either for my cup or my water bottle. Well, I'll be back here within 35 or 45 minutes. I don't need to drink water, but what if someone offers me a cocktail?
Yeah. If even a second camp offered beer, we would never have to go back to camp.
Right. And if I run out of water, it's kind of the same thing as me taking like Bart from San Francisco back home in the Bay Area. I might be thirsty, but I'm going to get a drink in an hour.
Yeah. You're never in a problematic location there. Mm-hmm. Except for when you're by that hazardous waste shed.
Well, I mean, that's what the chemical shower is for.
The people that are creating the art, I broadly like hanging out with. I think a lot of them get that one does not have to like their art to be thankful that they made it.
Uh-huh.
There's not a lot of rambunctious people, which...
Not like us.
Not like us.
Once again, I'm in a place where me shouting at people is taken with a certain measure of shock and derision. But I'm sorry, I thought we all came out here for me to shout at.
I just thought I was there to roll my ankle in molehills.
But you didn't.
I didn't.
I didn't either. There are a lot of dips. A lot of walking down the thoroughfare at unSCruz and like, oh, that's 6 inches lower than that part. And then back up and out.
But then there's the concrete pad in the middle.
Yeah, walking from a rural street onto a sidewalk and back again is always a little bit.
It's just long enough to let you get comfortable.
Uh-huh.
And then it's gone.
You're like, oh, well, I guess it was kind of nice walking on the ground because this is really stiff. And then by the time you're used to that, you're like, oh, flat was nice.
It's when you take the step and earth is not under you for another few inches. So you want to do it next year?
Oh, yeah, that was easy, especially for not being a thing to pay for. That's delightful. Getting to do some extra cooking, not for capitalism during the year is fun. And I really found the process of packing 4 unscrews at the end of April. Like, really helpful for what I'm going to pack
What you
for
need to do
Burning
in a
Man.
few-
I brought 95% more food than I needed. But now I have an entire milk crate of already packed
soups.
cans of soups and tinned fish.
Your soups
That is
are
up
ready.
in the attic that will go with me to Burning Man in 4 months, and it'll be great.
The only surprise for me is that it's not just going to be in your truck until then.
I gotta take construction materials from the house and dump them in the dumpster at work between now and then.
Is it one that you would take a youth to?
Yes. I would totally take Code Adam with us. I wouldn't camp with Commissary. I'd camp a little bit of ways from there.
Yeah.
Just so that he doesn't have to wake up and see the picnic table full of the filthiest bongs he will ever see this side of college.
They were pretty brutal.
When I owned and operated a bong, I would leave it pretty filthy.
During the Clinton years.
And on the East Coast. And, before Rex strode his way into my life. But they keep a pretty tight ship on the cleanliness of our paraphernalia. And just going back to smoking pot like a scumbag. Even though it was fine, it felt pretty gross. But that bong water was pretty fucking brackish.
That was pretty gross bong water for us all working in commissary.
Well, like they traveled there with it. I guess they didn't drain their
40
bongs
minutes.
before they put them in their fucking cars and drove them to Santa Cruz. I don't know.
What, you think the patina doesn't add a flavor?
Dude, that was like dark, thick water. That wasn't just what the new water pulled off the sides of the bong.
Well, there was also all the dust that came out of the horse stable we were in.
Yeah, my truck was as filthy as if we went to Playa when I brought it home. I gave it a rinse in a way that I usually don't when I get home from Playa.
Yeah, it's a fun one. I would go back. I continue to feel compelled to go back, not least of which because it's 62 minutes away.
Yeah, like, it was closer to 2 hours for me getting there, and it was like an hour and 40 minutes getting back. But it's a really easy drive. Like, driving 2 hours isn't like a drive.
No, it's long enough to get through one episode of my fourth favorite
Podcast. Yeah, totally. The folks that Rex and I are going to go meet don't listen to the podcast.
Oh, they've got it right.
Except for on their drive from the other side of the continent. So they listen to the entire thing on their 3-day trip across this country.
And theirs.
You're their breakdown playlist.
We're warming them up, I like to think of it.
Every time you're about to doze off, you just get a Beth laugh. Oh,
yeah,
I'm
just-
driving.
Just get one of those episodes where I'm super trashed. You can't fall asleep during that. You just will not.
Gong.
Oh my God. So no sleep at all.
Famously, the Gong Show.
I would fall asleep right after the gong, but then it would wake me up again. But you can't keep a D-Day up.
You'd go in there and you'd see the widest saucer eyes you'd ever seen, just like channeling that little drumstick, gong stick. I don't fucking know.
Mallet.
And it would be gong, 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 gong. And they'd be like, I feel this resonating. I should hit it louder. Gong, 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 gong. And then they were like, I'm ready to achieve like
Enlightenment
I'm
by
gonna
hitting this
hit
as
the
hard as
shit
I
out of
can. Yeah, totally. I mean, what do you do with a gong other than that?
Well, I skulk around the outside of the quote-unquote wood temple. And right after they've gonged the gong, I go, you don't exist in a vacuum, right? And they would ignore me.
One of the key things I heard shouted at approximately 4:45 in the morning was, people fucking live here. We would go down to general population and it was
Do they actually call it that, or is that what you named
No,
it?
there's a sign called Gen Pop. There's like, staff camping.
Uh-huh.
Then there's the commissary pen. Then there's theme camps. Then there's Gen Pop.
So all I hear is prison, right? Because
the
that's
theme
what you,
camps are just like where all of the avenue of fun is for midday.
do people camp at the theme camps?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's
Which
like
makes it really confusing when you're walking around at night. Like, oh, I see lights on. I should go talk to these people. And then they're like, who are you?
why are you back here?
Loud.
Yeah, just
Friendship!
I saw lights on.
Friendship!
I thought lights were a universally understood thing. So yeah, Gen Pop is like, you're not allowed to even throw a tent down in there until the gates officially open.
Okay.
And that's, if you're not in a theme camp, you're supposed to be in that area.
It's open camping.
Okay.
It's open.
It's everything that's not placed.
Like what percentage of the populace was in Gen Pop?
Probably like 60, 70%.
Okay, so
And
more than
there's
camp
three
with camps.
areas of it. There's the area that's behind where all the theme camps are. There's an area on the other side of the road from where some of the theme camps and general
RVs
population
are.
camping is. And then there's an area behind the rodeo corral, which I believe is probably mostly the fire art camps.
I believe if you're supporting fire art, you are strongly encouraged, if not obligated, for somebody in your team to be nearby.
to be within
something-
burning range.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If this blows up, one of you should die.
Yeah. We need to know that someone who is or is not prepared can look at these flaming eggs and go, that's not right.
Truly.
Yeah.
Truly.
My big addition that if I were the God King of unSCruz, I would impose upon unSCruz is 2 Broncos.
Instead of the one.
Not the vehicle Broncos. A lot of those modern Broncos that don't look like Broncos driving around unSCruz. I mean, like fucking bulls.
You want horses?
Yeah.
I have specifically said bulls.
Well, you said
Broncos or
Broncos,
horses?
and then you said bulls.
Well,
Those are
this
different
time I
things.
said bulls.
All right. You
But
want-
a Bronco would be fine. Fine, 1 Bronco, 1 bull. But I think since
Bull
we're
and
in a
Bronco
rodeo
fight.
area, I think you set up all your fire art there, and like maybe
just spook
just
live
maybe
animals?
from 1 to 1:45 in the afternoon, everybody who has placed fire art in the rodeo area has to ride a bull or a Bronco.
I think if you bring something that plays music over 100 decibels at 3 a.m, you should get duct taped to a
live
Bronco.
animal.
Or maybe like you just let one out for a little while and you see what happens. You let the city folks see how dumb country shit can be.
A nice cow wandering around would do my heart good. I mean, yes, they're dangerous
A
as
pettable
fuck,
cow, sure.
but they're so cute and
I do
sweet.
They're
like
so
the idea
big
of-
and they're so nice and they're so big.
They're so big.
I do like the idea of one of the art pieces being like, I don't know, you want to ride it? And then you do the whole thing where you like strap them into that big glove, put a hat on them, shoot up that Bronco with some HGH and let her rip.
Smack it on the ass and put a zip tie around its nuts.
Do that, and then if you get 8 seconds, you can eat in commissary. One meal. Come on.
One of my favorite art projects on Playa comes from our friend Mancub. And unfortunately,
My God.
if I knew where this art project was, I would have fooled you with it, Beth.
What is it?
But unfortunately,
we are so thankful.
it is
We're Mancub?
it is hidden somewhere in my stuff, and I don't know where it is, and that's not good.
That is truly not good.
What?
So we'll get there, Beth.
This is
So we're hanging out
a lot.
walking around, and out of nowhere is all of our friends and coworkers from Burning Man shouting D-Day and saying hi and giving me a big hug.
Did you say, why are you making it weird?
How
Don't make it weird.
gratifying is that?
Yeah.
I didn't, but I should have. That
Was
been great.
was Lady Day and
Lady Day
And
and Mancub and Carrie
we can't
and
list
Casey
them all because it was everybody.
and Handsome Shane and at a different point, Good Neighbor.
I think there was 1 or 2 more, but it was everybody.
oh wow, that's great.
All at once.
Aw.
And Mancub says he has a present for me, and he gives me a little cologne vial with the little spray top called Consent.
Oh,
And it has a little picture of Donald Trump on it.
Okay.
And I thank him for it, and I put it in my pocket, and I don't think about it for like 2 days,
oh my God.
which is when I'm going through my jacket pockets, and I find this thing, and I go, oh, yeah, this
A gift from a friend.
cologne. Now I have this cologne. Ought to smell it before ever putting it on.
Sure. Yeah.
Smart, right?
Smart.
So I unscrew the little like glass vial from underneath, and I put it right up under my nose, and I smell it.
Oh,
And what do you think it smells like, Beth?
I can't imagine it smells nice.
It is the chemical that smells like human shit. Like the isolated shit compound is what is in this con scent.
with a mix of human
Cologne.
cadaver.
Like makes you panic a little.
I like almost had a little like gag out my mouth and out my nose, and I screw it back up and I take a couple deep breaths, and
And then I walk up.
yeah, and Doosh Doosh is just like, oh, what's going on here? Just like I got this from Mancub. He's like, what is it? And I was
my
like, well,
God.
give it a smell.
It was he did not retch. I absolutely
Yeah.
retched.
Oh,
Was like-
did the drunken like walking
Walk
half
away.
circle away from me while like gagging and
It's like, why am I smelling something that you shoved up your ass?
Good
then
job,
he-
But
babe.
beforehand, you were like, what does it smell like? And I was like, it's the chemical that smells like human shit. And you were like, what's that? And I was like, well, it's this chemical that was isolated that smells like human shit.
But he was like, oh, it's in a cologne thing. And I was like, nobody likes what cologne smells like. So surely it can't be the chemical
Actually,
that smells like
human shit smelling.
shit and cadavers.
Yeah, like what a profound prank. You fucking asshole.
It is the worst smelling thing. And he goes legitimately like, I wonder how I insulted Mancub. Like to just hand this to somebody.
When you were talking about it, I was like, did they bring one of the cats?
We were all ripped at Flaming Lotus Girls like 10 minutes before it goes off.
Uh-huh.
And we finally see him. He is wearing rabbit costume thing.
With glasses with like an attached like
dangly-
little dangly nose and mustache
Nose of like
thing
rabbit
hanging
teeth.
from chains.
And then like Roger Rabbit hands. And he
Unappealing.
managed with those gloves on to get this thing out and hand it to D-Day. It was like my stomach still can feel
How-
it's not gross up here. It is
It's
gross
down.
down here.
It's like trauma gross.
Yeah.
Like
Cadaver really brings it home. There's a certain smell of a dead, rotting human body.
it's
the worst.
well, like it's what food and scent scientists spend their entire lives figuring out how to make in a tiny like
Cologne
inch and a
vial.
quarter tall glass vial, which means I assume that a bunch of Mancub and Lady Day's house irreparably smells like human shit and cadaver, because I don't know how you get your cadaver juice into this otherwise without like a little bit of overspill.
Yeah.
I suspect you do it outside.
I hadn't considered that.
Well, cool. Thanks for telling us about it.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah. Go to your regionals. Regionals are great. And they're a lot closer, likely, unless you live here.
If you're planning your art and your art has a gong in it, simply don't.
Or, do.
And
And
camp
fucking
next to it.
take it with you when you close your art up at night and bring it back in the morning.
I think if you have a gong, you should be obligated to camp next to it. Because those
Fair.
people did not camp next to the gong that they all pretended like they knew was a silent temple. And it was like, well, then you should feel comfortable living here.
Yeah. When I go to Kabuki Springs, they don't let me bang the gong while I'm being loud. They bang the gong at me for being loud.
Gongs. They're a menace.
It's just fucking rude. A gong.
A gong.
A gong.
Yeah.
And everyone hit the gong.
Everybody.
Gong.
Gong.
Gababoosh. Gababoosh. Gong.
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 Gong, 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 gong.